sir, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and we are back at it with another Forza Horizon 3 build video. As always, man, our controllers are dying. It's like, you know, these things have been dying for the last 2 years, man. I plug them in overnight the whole time, unplug them, dying right away, man. I don't know what to do. Anyways, for today's video, we have another request. As you guys probably already guessed, it's kind of the nature of this channel. If you guys haven't guessed, Alec Lewis, Benjamin Bastias, Dakota Cheesebro, Moneymaker 2234, and Moneymaker 2234 all want to see a 2017 Ford GT V12 swapped all-wheel drive max build, man. Now, I've seen this one on the channel for a very long time, and I figured since we did the off-road GT last week, which you guys just saw us start out in, I figured it would only be right to take this 2017, right here actually, $400,000, not too bad considering. We're going to take this 2017 and do pretty much the complete opposite of this, or of the off-road build, I should say. Now, for those of you guys who are familiar with this car, man, EcoBoost twin turbo V6 3.5 liter. Actually just watched Doug DeMiro's video on this car today. Lots of interesting features on this car. Very impressive sounding considering it only has a twin turbo V6. But look at the back of the car, that huge inlet for the air. As you can see, this air dam here really gives the car, if you delete that air dam, a very strange look to it as the back of the car kind of V's in. But we're not going to worry too much about the aesthetics and the looks of this thing. What I want to do is get into this, start the build off right, and check out some of our engine conversion options. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, man, we take one request per video uploaded, so definitely don't forget to drop your request down in the comment section if you have any requests, and we're gonna do our best to get to every single request. Now, this thing, the cool thing about this car is that when you get out into the airport drag races, you know, there's the, I believe, what is it? I believe it's the Dodge Dart that is in fact the fastest car in this game, but next runner up very close to it, I believe, is the Ford GT, man. You see these things running very strong at the airport drag races. So what we're gonna do here is basically max what? Look at the size of this wing, man. I was gonna say this thing could use a wing, but I don't know, man. That's kind of, like, I know it's really going to help with the aerodynamics and everything like that, but man, that's massive. I think we're going to skip out on this one. But what we're going to do here is just try to make a pretty well maxed out build. What is going on here with that little red stripe? Never seen that before. Oh, the Hot Wheels. That's part of that new Hot Wheels update. If you guys want to see any of those builds, definitely let me know down in the comments section. We actually had a couple of requests for the Bone Shaker and a few other builds. I think the Twin Mill or something like that. We're going to be coming out with those ones this week. But if you guys do want to see any of the other Hot Wheels builds, I think there's 5 cars in total. I think that'd be really cool, actually, to get all 5 cars built in the first couple of weeks that this, you know, this pack has been out. And to be honest, I haven't even been out driving on the actual Hot Wheels track, or island as they call it. I'm pretty excited. I think once I'm done editing all of these builds for the channel for the week, I'll probably take a little bit of squally time for myself and make sure I check that out. So what I'm doing here with the wheels, as you can see, not really a 5-spoke. I guess it's kind of a 10-spoke design, but kind of, you know, sorted in a 5-spoke pattern here. I'm going to make the wheels a 21-inch simply because this car is so futuristic and so new that I think it kind of deserves a wheel that makes it look sort of like a concept car. Otherwise, this thing is going to get pretty well maxed out driveline, engine wise. So I'm going to go ahead and install all of that good stuff right here. Now, as far as the platform and the handling, the springs and dampers, all of that stuff, we're definitely going to want to go with a race spring here. As far as the anti-roll bars go, we are going to throw those on both front and back. I guess chassis, yeah, might as well throw on a roll cage here and throw on a little bit of weight reduction here. And we're going to throw on an intake, some fuel system. This thing's going to get pretty much maxed out here. I don't know why I went back there, but this thing's going to get pretty much maxed out here. Race valves, race engine block, pistons and compression, twin turbos. Oh, we are in the X class, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Let's just take a second to admire that torque figure, man. Well over 1,500. What is that? I guess 1,400 Newton meters, I think is what that is. NM. Torque, I believe, is another word for it. But we're on the British scale here so that I, your boy Don Squally, can get that kilometers an hour. Since I am from Canada, we are, you know, using kilometers an hour. And I know a lot of you guys have been flaming on me for using the kilometers an hour, but I get a little confused when it's in miles per hour, man. I just can't relate it to real life specs, you know what I mean? The brain doesn't work that fast, unfortunately, especially you know when I'm trying to drive really fast in a race, man. I like to look down, oh, doing 200 kilometers an hour. Anyways, what we're going to do here is basically slam and stance this thing, which is going to be kind of ridiculous, and a lot of people out there probably not going to like me too much for that. And, you know, I've heard it before, and I'll probably hear it again. Everyone says that my tunes suck, and yeah, that's true, man. I mostly do my tunes for looks and what I think would look cool suspension-wise. I don't really mess around with the gear ratios or anything too much like that. I'm not too knowledgeable as far as that goes, but I just like the cars to look good, man. And speaking of which, we're here in the paint booth, so I'm going to just skim through a couple of color options here. Not really sure which route I want to go with this. I do like the lime green there. I'm just going to skim through a few options here, let you guys know when I find what I like. So what I think I'm going to do is go with this flake color here. Now I'm going to change the color of the flakes. We just did a nice blue underlay. I'd like to see some sort of a nice flake in here. Now it's really hard to tell, but if you advance the camera, you can kind of see there is definitely flake in there. Ooh, yeah, man. That's looking nice actually right there. I kind of like that, but I think we might just darken it up just a touch. That's looking nice right there. I'm pretty happy with the way that that looks. Not really sure where the hood is. Just that little line there in the middle. Actually a mid-engine car here, so technically that's not really the hood, but you'd think there'd be storage under here with them mid-rear cars. No, under here is a whole bunch of fluids, man. It's kind of strange, man. Not a whole lot of storage in this vehicle. Mind you, if you have this 2017 Ford GT, chances are you're not going to be going grocery shopping with it. But should you want to, you better shop lightly, ladies and gentlemen, because there's not a lot of room in this car to store things. I'm going to go with a nice polished, what is this, steel polished, I believe they call this. Oh, think your boy knows how to rap or something like that, eh? Yeah, what do they call this here? Let me see. I'm just a little confused as to what I chose here. Steel polished. That's absolutely correct. Okay. Windows, we're going to go ahead and tint. And as far as everything else goes, I mean, this thing really doesn't need a whole lot. It's already looking absolutely sick. I don't know, man. I think that flake is a nice touch. And as far as everything else goes, I think I'm just going to check out maybe some decal options here. Okay, I've got an idea. Okay, so what I did there was just take the black off of the hood there, quote hood, as Forza likes to call it, and I'm just going to throw down a set of racing stripes. You know, since on the Ford Shelbys and the Mustangs and stuff like that, the racing stripes are kind of a thing. So I'm going to try to replicate something similar on this car just to give it a little bit more of an aggressive look. And I guess what we're going to have to do is also do the same on the front and rear. The front, yeah, I guess we'll do the front too. As well as the rear bumper, and I guess I'm probably going to have to do the wing there separately. So I'm going to go ahead and do both of those right now. And with that, everything is looking pretty much how I want it to look. So the only thing left to do now is take this bad boy out on the road and see what a V12 swapped Ford GT is all about. Now, just from looking at this, I feel like those racing stripes should probably be a little bit closer together. So luckily, you guys won't have to worry about that because, you know, through the magic of editing, I just went ahead and did that real quick. And we are ready to rock that all-wheel drive maxed out. See that big old spoiler coming up? Wow, this is actually a very fast car. We're in, like, light speed right now. Brakes could be a little bit better, but I guess when you're going as fast as this thing is, they can always be a little bit better. Oh yeah, see, like, didn't even see that coming. All right, we need to get to the highway. I'm gonna go ahead, set ourselves a little waypoint for the highway. See if we can get out of the city, man. It seems like we always get stuck in the city, and I really, taking out the trash, ladies and gentlemen. I always hate doing those kinds of things. Oh man, this thing is aggressive. Simply because when it's a fast car like this, I really don't always do it justice drifting around downtown Forza here. Let's see here, hitting that E-brake, spinning her around, first gear. This thing is a handful, man. Oh my. Okay, heavy on the gas now. Looks like our waypoint's taking us to the right here. Guess we'll just make a right to get this thing off of the screen here. And we need to get on the correct side of the highway. And we're off here. Well into the 200 kilometers an hour. I believe 300 miles, or 300 kilometers is 200 miles. Correct me if I am wrong. Oh, see this there, first issue. It's too fast really to control, but see if we can get this thing to actually stay where we want it. Obviously lots of traffic on the highway. And we're at our top speed already, 400 kilometers an hour. We still had lots left. Wow, this thing's aggressive. Let's get an interior view here. Now this thing has a, I believe, track mode or sport mode. And when you put it in sport mode, the thing literally drops 2 inches to the ground instantly. It's like it's not like air ride where you have to air down and air back up. It literally changes the ride almost instantly in front of your eyes. Obviously in the video game, not going to be able to really, use that feature because it's not something that Forza has integrated just yet, but kind of a cool little fact. Also takes out delivery vans quite nicely. That guy just spun around like 15 times, which is pretty cool. Also something fun to know. Oh, damn. Okay, so from what I've gathered here, we need more of a top speed here. Let's go ahead and adjust. Oh, look, your boy Don Squally's doing some tuning here, man. Things are getting out of hand right now. We're just going to do a slight adjustment here. Actually helps our acceleration and looks like we have a lot more acceleration to play with on the top end. So we're going to do one last spin around here. Hit this highway going the opposite way. Little Ford Ute there. And yeah, we're gonna see if we can go faster than 400 kilometers an hour, which already we're pretty much almost there. Well past the top speed that we were at before. Oh yeah, for sure, man. We're gonna top out again here. Whoa, 439. Right before we went off to the bush. This looks like... Oh, there's a Ford GT here. Looks like an older one. Let's see what his stats are. Maybe he wants to do a little highway race. Yeah, this is definitely an older one. Easy. Not even worth the time in this thing. We're going to smoke everything. What do we got up here? What is this, a McLaren? Yeah, this guy's for sure easy. Lambo. Anybody got anything for us today? No, this guy's easy. Ford GT. We had some next guy back here. Looks like another Ford GT. Medium. I don't know. Well, let's see how our modified Ford GT does against a stock GT. I guess while we're here, we can take the opportunity to hit up the photo mode and just do some comparisons to the stock versus modded. Actually, I thought that paint was going to be quite a bit different with the flake, but looking at it side by side, it's just a little lighter in color, and you really have to get up close in order to see that flake. Wheels almost actually the same style, just with a little bit of a lip. I didn't even notice or try to do that. Looks like the functional wing pretty much the same. Good thing I didn't go with that big stupid wing. Otherwise, pretty much the same. Thought that color was going to be a little different, man, but definitely not. So we just roasted that guy instantaneously. Not even a question right now. Top speed obviously well higher than his. Where is the finish line? Here it is. I am the wiener. So what I think I'm going to probably do, fast travel back to the city here. Find ourselves a nice area to pull over and get our little screenshot for the video and put an end to this one. So as always, if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button. You guys know how we do it. Taking your requests, a video every single day. So if you guys do have any requests, don't forget to drop them down in the comments section, because you know, that's really how this channel continues to produce videos really the way I have been, is just from your requests, man, your suggestions, what you guys want to see. So most definitely let me know. Getting paid money to take photos of cars is kind of a good thing, man. So as always, I'm your boy Denali, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Recovery of a lifetime. Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh fuck! Yeah, just keep on rolling there. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about the racer.